Saturday thoughts. You guys know spirituality is a trend, right? In general, is a high form of escapism. Many people aren't satisfied where they are in their life, and they're seeking answers in all of these other spiritual concepts that they've never embraced before. They want to be different. They want to be badass. They want to be a rebel. And so they go seeking these other things that they won't stick with, right? They're going to stick with it for a season and then they're going to leave it almost as quickly as they started it. Or when they don't find satisfaction in it, they'll jump to the next one, right? And that's because true spirituality is an act of self discovery and self mastery. Jumping from religious base to religious base to religious base is a sign of a person who lacks self awareness, right? And they're oftentimes seeking that from things outside. And then when they get into this new form of spirituality, this next new thing, and discover it doesn't fulfill, they leave that to go to the next new and the next new and the next new. I once knew a person who went from being Jehovah's Witness to Muslim to being Christian to being atheist to back to Christianity, just hopping, 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 and never satisfied with any of those things. And it's nothing wrong with any of the different practices. Right now, I see it with people going towards African spirituality because they're just dissatisfied with what they're finding in the United States. So they're just hopping to the one thing. They're hopping to hoodoo, to voodoo, to things that they feel is going to satisfy them. And then when it doesn't satisfy them or they can't get the results they're seeking, they're left wondering where to go next. And I say to you that the truest form of spirituality and alignment with higher consciousness, with the source, is seeking within, seeking the relationship within, discovering what is spiritually connected internally before you change your thing to now I'm this person, I'm this practitioner, and I'm that practitioner, and I'm that practitioner. Because you're just shifting. And it's a sign of your instability within. Now, if you find that something has resonated with you and you've always been attracted to it and never really felt comfortable being in it because it was taboo, and now that you've gone there, it wholeheartedly resonates and your life is a complete reflection of that, then that's one thing. But if you find that now I'm here, this doesn't resonate, what's next, what's next, what's next, that's because it has to be an internal work. No different than job hopping, no different than relationship hopping, no different than city hopping. All these constant need to move, to not be settled, to not be anchored in something. It's because the work has to be internal. And until you do the internal work, there will be that constant movement from one to the next, to the next, to the next, because nothing is satisfying. Okay? So, do the internal work. I know it's not pleasant to hear, but do the internal work. Okay? And stop joining every trend, every bandwagon that comes along.